Hey, I'm Metasomma, and welcome to AspectHistory. This video is part of our retelling of the ancient Greek myths. In this episode, we're going to be continuing from where we left off on part 1 of the Greek creation myth. If you've not seen part 1 yet, go check out that video first to catch up. You can find the link to part 1 in the description below. Let's continue. Cronus was king of the gods and ruler of the universe. He castrated his father, Uranus, to seize that authority. Cronus commanded the Titans and had no rivals in mortals or immortals. Having banished his most dangerous kin to the pit of Tartarus, nobody could match his power or challenge his mandate to rule. Despite all of this, Cronus' reign was troubled. Gaia and Uranus had predicted that Cronus would be overthrown by his son someday. To make matters considerably worse for Cronus, he and his titanic sister Rhea produced a number of offspring who were capable of fulfilling this prophecy. These were, in order of birth, Hestia, goddess of hearth; Demeter, goddess of agriculture; Hera, goddess of family and marriage; Hades, god of the underworld; Poseidon, god of the sea; Zeus, god of the thunder and the sky. To prevent his nightmares coming true, Cronus devoured each of his children as soon as they were born. He could not risk any challenge to his power. Rhea was enraged at Cronus for his cruelty to her newly born children. She begged for assistance from her parents, Gaia and Uranus, to help her protect her next child from her violent husband. Gaia and Uranus were happy to assist Rhea. They themselves sought retribution against Cronus for his terrible actions. Gaia had not forgiven Cronus for imprisoning her sons, the Cyclops and the 100-handed ones, and Uranus wanted revenge for his own castration. Gaia and Uranus directed Rhea to the island of Crete. She fled to a secret place near Lyctos and birthed her next and most mighty child, Zeus. Rhea offered the newly born Zeus to Gaia to protect and raise into adulthood. Gaia took the infant Zeus into her care and hid him inside a cave in the Aegean mountains. In these mountains, his existence could never be discovered by his treacherous father. On returning to Cronus, Rhea explained that their new child had been born. She offered a rock bundled in swaddling clothes to her kingly husband. Cronus promptly swallowed the rock, not paying any attention to it and assuming all was well. Much time eventually passed, and Zeus had become full-grown under the care of Gaia. He was a strong and powerful prince, growing stronger every day. Gaia managed to trick Cronus into vomiting his children back up from inside himself. This started with the rock Rhea had faked Zeus for. Cronus next expulsed Zeus's brother, Poseidon, and Hades, followed by his sisters, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia. Zeus was finally reunited with his godly kin. He was the youngest of them, but also the oldest. Gaia then instructed Zeus to release her suffering children trapped in Tartarus, repeatedly reminding him that they would be fitting allies in his struggles against Cronus. Zeus obliged and freed the Cyclops and the 100-handed ones from their abyssal pit. The single-eyed sons of Uranus were immensely grateful to Zeus and his brothers for their assistance and thanked them with weapons of great power. They forged for Zeus his mighty thunderbolts. To Poseidon they gifted a magnificent trident, and to Hades a helmet of darkness. The children of Rhea and Cronus settled on top of Mount Olympus and became the Olympian Gods, The Olympian battle against the Titans had finally begun. The Titanomachy. The immortal war was fierce and heavy-hearted. It brutally raged for a decade, tearing apart the landscape of the Earth. After 10 full years of intense battle and strife, Zeus finally offered to his godly siblings ambrosia and nectar to empower them and give them strength. He spoke to them, rousing them up. He reminded them that they were the good and righteous combatants in the battle against their titanic family. Zeus' inspiring words won over the trust of the 100-handed ones, who then joined the fray, fighting alongside the Olympians. The Olympian gods fought with more fury than ever before with their new allies at their side. The Titans were of equal matching even to this, though, fighting more eagerly and with more power than ever before. The earth trembled from the conflict, the oceans crashed, and the rumble of the undying godly footsteps even rocked the deep foundations of Tartarus. Zeus reacted to this equal matching of the Titans by finally unveiling a deep and true strength. He sailed down the sides of Mount Olympus, throwing his thunderbolts with magnificent aggression. The land heaved in explosions under his might, whilst woodlands erupted into enormous forest fires. With one especially powerful throw, a rage-fueled explosion shook the universe. The sound was comparable to the earth and the heavens crashing together at the end of the world. The three 100-handed ones, inspired by Zeus's leadership once again, found one final bout of inner strength within themselves. They hurled 300 boulders at once at the Titans, greatly overpowering all of them with a barrage of heavy stone. The Titans were finally bound, and the Olympians had won. Zeus ordered that the Titans be thrown into an especially deep area of Tartarus, gated off by an unbreakable bronze fence that Poseidon himself forged. The 100-handed ones were given the task of standing guard over the entrance to the Titans' great prison, loyal only to the mighty Zeus. The remaining immortals hailed Zeus as their new king, the new lord of the universe. Zeus divided the dignities of the gods amongst he and his brothers, splitting the responsibility of ruling to the three of them equally. He named himself as ruler of the sky, like his grandfather Uranus. He then named his brother Poseidon as the ruler of the seas, and his brother Hades as ruler of the underworld. Thus began the Silver Age of Greek mythology. That's it, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this part 1, stay tuned for more in this series, or go check out one of our other videos linked right here. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel, your support means a lot to us. If you didn't know already, you can stay up to date with this channel on Facebook and Twitter. Also consider checking out our Patreon page for extra content and other perks. And we'll see you in the next video. Toodles!